All right. Um, this is another morning testimony. As always, nowadays I'll make testimony what happened and the things they do, which is pretty consistent. Now, the first thing I hear before I make this video is they raped me, and because they're gonna frame me. The reason why this person is saying that is not to just to warn me. Like I said, they are using these warnings of slash threats to make me subscribe to this. They think that if these horrible things are gonna happen, that now I'm gonna be like, you know what? Because this is gonna happen to me. You're right. This is me. I think is there's a level of frustration when they do that because I think that they like, please just be scared. That's you. And what I'm saying that's you is because 2 seconds ago there was this thing where they did some kind of weird stimulation. It was not as intense as they can do. I realized that they can really make things even worse when it comes to stimulation and sensation. And I don't know if they were trying to make it less obvious, but they did like a smaller stimulation. And even just me watching looking at this picture and knowing what they've done in the past, it just is traumatizing enough that I don't even want to see it. It's like, oh, and they actually made try to make my eyes look at something. It's so sad. And then in my brain trying to uh they literally try to make me look at this kid's butt. It's so sad, it's so disgusting. They're still trying to this. Yeah, I literally try to force my eyes to look at this kid in a sexual way, this baby. This. And as always, they're like, oh, they're gonna kill you, they will sue you, they'll see you, they'll do, because they want me to be like, oh my gosh, this is just happening organically. I know they want to identify with it, what's happening to me, as if it's just organically happening. They have deluded themselves and blocked reality that they are in a program that is doing this to people, that is forcing people to perceive children these disturbing ways. They forget this thing. Well, they don't forget, sorry. They don't forget that. They know that, but they are trying to act accordingly. So the target individual subscribe to these things. They're supposed to continue to go with this in my mind. They're trying to go all these different things. They're trying to make me think, blah, when you were a kid, so try to come up with all different fashion for me to be like, no, this is true. There's it's funny. There's this movie called Love in Basketball, and I remember I watched the movie when I was about the same age as the actress when she was a kid, and they were trying to create stimulations and things and give me sensation. I'm watching this movie, I'm the same age of this girl, so I'm like 13 or so, and they're trying to create this weird memory of it. And when I'm like, that's not true, I go see the movie, sorry, and not the movie, but I'm like, I try to remember, like, that's not, I didn't really experience things like that. They try to make me look at the girl in this sexual way. Even now my memories, they try to create like, it's just disgusting. But this moment here, once again, is something they try to manipulate. And even now, I'm trying to do my best, that because they're forcing my eyes to try to look somewhere else. It's so disgusting. They live off these disgusting ways of, and then try, of course they tell me like, oh, you're gonna be burning, like I'm gonna be in fire. They're gonna be burning me, and all of that. Is like, whatever death I experience, know that I'll never subscribe to this. Know that I know that the reason why you might even go to that extreme end is because you are so desperate to make yourself look like you're not doing this nasty pedophilia manipulations, even though you're renowned to do these things. And so they want to compensate with torture, compensate with things that are going to happen to me. Whatever is going to happen to me, you are in a program that is in this, that does things to the mind, that can manipulate the brain in these disturbing ways. And you're trying to think that because this bad thing's gonna happen to me, and somebody says he will rape, right? To say like, this is still gonna it's gonna happen. Okay, whatever's gonna happen, you think that it's gonna erase the fact that you guys are part of a program that force people to think about children in these disturbing ways. I'm not gonna let you guys live a fantasy. They obviously do that every day, every night. That's their job. Their job is also to make me identify to it, but I'm not. So I mean, what the whatever's left over is just accept that I'm not gonna subscribe to it. Now they're doing this, like warnings of all the different torture, and I understand the frustration. Well, I don't understand frustration. I see where they're frustrated is because they like what accept this is you. It's you. You this is how you experiencing things. It's you. It's not this technology that have been doing perfect type of tormenting and manipulating the mind in this way. It's you. You are. And you know this is not true, right? And they know that you'll never subscribe to them. Matter of fact, they know so much that they don't want to be seen because when I see them, they know that it's like, oh, this is the people that involved in this program that force people to perceive children in these disturbing pedophilia ways, to force them to look at them. And how many more testimonies should I bring up? And they're like, oh, we lie. Oh, they'll lie. No, they haven't been doing the pedophilia type of torture. They're different. And they're like, oh no, they're rape. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, you try to block the fact that I just said they don't do the pedophilia type of torture. And this is something somebody else has been saying. So to all my target individual, me, they're gonna continuously try to make me accept this disturbingness and continuously bring up what's gonna happen to me. You're gonna get raped. He'll beat you. He'll fire you. You'll be in fire. This is all try to get you to accept these things. This trash, this bottom feeder in my head, they try to do some other things. Make me think of a child and then do some things. It's nasty. These are the trash that works for pedophiles. I call them pedophiles at this point because not only they do this pedophilia type of torture and try to sound fierce and try to do, it's just disgusting. There's non-stop pedophilia things they do to me. Every time there's a child, there's another picture I'm going to show maybe later. I don't care. As long as I take the screenshot, I can talk about every time there's children, they're going to do their things to disturb me. And they want me to subscribe to it. I have this next door neighbor that use this ways of just making noise, keeping banging the trash. I'm like, yes, you are trash. Continue to live this life. And they're like, no, there is. No, it matches to you when you were a child. It's like, okay, yeah. Do you understand how stupid this level of stupidity they want you to subscribe to? Well, there he is. And they use these tones that try to sound like sensible and like calm. There he is, like using this V2K. And then you hear this man who try to sound like menacing, and he just like try to like become and use this type of like there is, and you're a con. Trash. Yo, trash pedophile, you fuck. I'm sorry, I don't want to insult. But to all my target individual, this is what's gonna happen. Understand that you're gonna have all kind of ways people gonna try to make you subscribe to it. I've been strong enough because of all the testimony I've heard from all the women and people talking about the pedophilia type of torture. I've been validated beyond, and on top of that, of course, I know myself. But sometimes you can forget yourself, especially in these situations. That's what they do. They try to erase you and turn you into something else, and they use these different characters and voices and to try to block out, try to be all different. And they try to sound mysticful. Like I don't know that there's just an oppressive trash that lives next door or something. Trash. And it's the thing is, they try to make themselves like, oh, you're saying that because no, you think we're poor. We does he have? They try to like make themselves be something else. Like, it's like poor. I don't know how if you're poor or rich. You're most likely making more money than me, a lot more money, because I know this is not for you. This benefit in this financial benefits. But you hear this trash who say you will starve. It's like I'd rather starve than eat doing what you do. You're a pedophile at this point. And you want me to identify to your pedophilia things. Trash, you've been embarrassed. But at the level of no return, I remember being at this, I was in work office I'll never forget that moment. I've never seen somebody just be so quiet. This person was talking. It's like, oh, you're gonna be armless. They're gonna cut your arms. You're gonna be. They start calling me Welling boy because I'm gonna be crying so much. And she saw that, right? They have the ability to kind of see what's gonna happen to you. And she comes. She's like, we verify. We verify because they make me have these disturbing things, and they call it we verify. We're just verifying. They come up with this own love narrative of fantasy they create themselves. And then I'm listening, like I see her. She's just like proud and watching and walking by me and just looking at me, kind of laughing and everything else. And I start listening to this article, right? The BuzzFeed article, just indicating there's an extreme mixture of pedophilia in this intelligence community, not just the CIA, but all throughout the DoD, DARPA, like, all the there's actually pedophilia issues, right? And it's been a pattern of that for decades, where they don't even get persecuted for it because nobody wants to mess with them, right? And she disappeared. She does. She just can't see her anymore. Where is she? I couldn't see her. She was all the way there. I was like, okay, because she was like, no, we're just verifying because obviously we know this is the program led by this intelligence community agencies, right? So these people are filled with pedophiles and they're here working day in and day out to try to turn you into a pedophile. It's funny, they like to call you, you are a pedo. No, you work for pedos. You're just trying to turn me into a pedo. You're the trash, the low lifeness that will force somebody to look at kids in these sex disturbing ways. And you hear this childlike people was like, oh, yeah, you are trash. And then she says somebody's name, saying that she's doing it for this person, knowing that I know the women they've been killing and torturing, right? True. And the thing is, they're very unimpressive people. They are truly unimpressive. When I mean that you see them, I wish I could take pictures of them. I'm not even want to, and then my mind they try to make me salivate and do it, and then they try to make me think of something. I wish I could take pictures of them. You got to see them in person. It makes sense when you hear like a child person. Oh, we are. Oh, we are people. Oh my god, it's more insultive. I remember going to the hallway. I wanted to see who it was talking. Right, I heard of somebody. I just opened the door. I go to the elevator. I see this skinny, slim girl with glasses. When she lives next door, and She's trying to look for something in the backpack. I'm just looking at her like the trash she is, and look at her. You are just trash. I haven't seen her since. I know she's around here. You're just a bottom feeder that work for pedophiles. Like, look, she's trying to like get something in the backpack. What are you getting? Stop it. Stop lying to yourself. You're not gonna get anything. I just want to look the trash that you are. A bottom feeder that sold to pedophiles, and now you're here. Try to make me be a pedophile. They know that. They know I look at them for the trash that they are. Now I just want to take, like, honestly, if I get a glimpse of them, oh man, look at yourself right now, trash, and they try to make it's funny now they try to make me feel stimulated by this trash, and I call them trash. I've called trash in their faces. I literally say you're just trash. So whatever is gonna happen to me, I know bad things are gonna happen to me. Right? I know horrible things are gonna happen to me, but I could have lived like these bottom feeders.